So, Us is now in theaters, and it's Jordan Peele's latest film. And I know it looks like I just woke up. It's because I've been processing this movie now for the past couple days. It's just one of those films where I was like, should I review it right away? And I was like, no, give it a couple days to fully financially think about this whole film. And I was breaking it down, and now I'm going to be giving you my thoughts. So Us, for those of you who don't know, it's about a family whose serenity turns to chaos when a group of doppelgangers begins to terrorize them. It stars Lupita Nyong'o, who those of you will probably know her best from Black Panther. I know her best from 12 Years a Slave, who plays the main character. Her husband's played by Winston Duke, and Elizabeth Moss from Handmaid's Tale and Mad Men. Fantastic actress. She plays one of the friends. This is Jordan Peele's second film, and Get Out was his first film, and I know some people didn't like Get Out. I personally really liked Get Out. Get Out was a pitch-perfect paced film. It's not a perfect film. It's pretty close for me personally, but I think the pacing in that movie is flawless. Every time I watch it, it goes by so fast, and you just pick up little details here and there, but you're not watching a review for Get Out. You're watching a review for Us. So how does it compare? Well, let me just get this out of the way first. I think the acting across the board is great. I think all the actors give a top-notch performance, specifically Lupita Nyong'o. I think she's a great actress to begin with. I was glad to see that she was in Black Panther, now this, because when I saw her in 12 Years a Slave, I thought she was going to be one of those actresses that was just, a winner of an Academy Award, and then you never hear about her for some reason. But I'm glad to see that it was the stepping stone, and that she's now in mainstream films and, is making quality films with quality performances, and I'm glad to see that. The other performances, again, are really good. I liked the score by Michael Abel. He also composed Get Out, and I think he's a really good composer, especially considering this is his second film. He has a nice theme song in this film that I thought personally was really haunting. It was like a choir of children. Very haunting. And it's not mind-blowing, but I thought that it worked for the most part with the film. I also liked the mise-en-scene with the film. The cinematography was top-notch, all these different shots that they had. And there were also times where I felt like they were going to do a jump scare, but they didn't. So there were some scenes that were subverting expectations with the directing and, obviously the cinematography, and I appreciated that immensely. I also think that this film has a really good sound design. It's one of the few films where I've noticed, and unfortunately I didn't see it in IMAX, but it's one of those few films I've noticed in theaters where the sound, I can hear it going from like this side to then all the way this side, and vice versa. And I thought that was really cool because I hear that sometimes in surround sound systems at like my place, but never have I heard it before in the theater, and that's why I thought it was really cool, because it's something that maybe I just never noticed, and it was one of those like, aha, like I noticed with this film. But I thought the sound design was really good for this film, especially for that, what I just pointed out to you alone. I thought the thrilling aspects worked for the film too. I also liked the homages to other horror films-esque thrillers. Jaws, not just the shirt I'm talking about. There's literally a scene on the beach that reminded me so much. That scene with Brody on the beach with his children. You'll know it when you see it. I thought it was really good in that aspect. And I also liked the twist in the film. Because, yes, I've heard a lot of people say it was predictable. But for me, it made me think about the film. And I'm always talking to people about how I like it when a film makes me think. Even if it's not a groundbreaking film or a masterpiece, I like it when I actually think after the credits. Because it's films like these that you can talk to people for hours on end. It's not one of those films where as soon as the movie ends, you're like, how'd you like it? It was okay. And then end of conversation. It's one of those films where you're able to just think about it more and more with the person that you watched it with. And I like it when a film's able to do that. And this film did that for me. But that being said, this film is not perfect. It is not perfect, at least upon first viewing. I like the twist. I personally didn't really see it coming. I kind of knew some aspects of it based on the first 10 minutes, but I didn't know how it was going to play out. I liked it, but at the same time, it asks more questions than it answers. And I like that. I'm personally a person that really likes that. But at the same time, as a first-time viewer of this film, I'm just kind of like, does it add up to something that I think was satisfying or thought-provoking? And in some aspects, it's like, yes, but then on the other hand, it's like, maybe not, because if someone is coming at you, asking why you like the film and the twist, you don't really have much to back it up, at least upon first viewing. Maybe upon second viewing, that twist will hold up, but I don't know. I also mentioned earlier in my review that Get Out to me was perfect pacing. It was never dull, and it was a lean, clean 46 minutes, I believe it was. Us had some pacing issues. It wasn't perfectly paced, in my opinion. It was the second act, I believe it was, where I was kind of wondering. I was like, where's this going? And it picked up for me in the third act, but I think that second act, it didn't have that lean, clean editing of, obviously the first film, Get Out, that Jordan Peele did. But that being said, I still think this is a film that, even if you don't like it, it leaves room for thinking. And I am all for films that do that, because so oftentimes I'll watch a movie and I don't think at all during the movie, and I'm like a zombie almost. And so to see a film like Us, where it may not be perfect to do that, I embrace it. So Us, though, for me personally, I'll be giving it a 4.25 to 5-star rating, or if it was like a hot sauce rating, it's the good old Louisiana Pure Crystal hot sauce. Now, I want in the comment section below your guys' thoughts on the film, whether it be positive or negative or mixed. I am very curious because, again, as I mentioned, this is one of those films that you can talk hours on end. I'm looking forward to hearing you guys' thoughts. And also, this is going to be a film that I'll be seeing again in theaters, hopefully, because I do want to digest it more. That's honestly what I was going to do. I wasn't even going to film a review. I was just going to watch it a second time and then review it. But I was like, you know what? Let's get it out there and, see how many thoughts change upon second viewing. Guys, again, that's my thoughts on Us. Comment section down below with your thoughts. And as always, don't forget the subscription, notification bell, and I'll catch you guys later.